Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the JP Football Podcast. Today was a good day, okay? Everton 3, Burnley 1. We get the 3 points at our home, Goodison Park. And as I'm recording this at the moment, we are now fourth in the table after 4 games. Undefeated start to the season. I mean, just like last season, undefeated start, but we all know what happened last season, so I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. But my gosh, this was a mix of emotions this game. Honestly, this was such I felt so many emotions, like, anger, annoyed, to happy, jubilant. It was, oh my God, it was a roller coaster of emotions. I went to this pub called the Harp here in San Diego, where I met up with some Everton fans there as well. So that was cool. It was my first time at the Harp, first time meeting a couple of these Everton fans. We didn't have too many people come up today because, I mean, again, it is a Monday, like right in the middle of the afternoon. So, that's why not too many fans were there. But they said usually Saturdays, that's when they get big turnouts. So I'm really excited to go back to the Harp, to watch more Everton games with these Evertonians. I had a really, really good time, and I'm glad my first time there, Everton won. And I mean, what a game. Honest to God, what a game to win. Oh man, especially after the first half. Well, let's start with the lineup, right? So Jordan Pickford started in goal, no surprises there. But then it looked like it looked to be like a 5-2-3 formation. We had 3 center backs. We had Yerry Mina, Ben Godfrey, and Michael Keane starting, which, I mean, if you're starting Yerry Mina and Ben Godfrey and Michael Keane's in there, okay, that's fine. Then you had Lucas Dean as a left wing back, Seamus Coleman, right wing back. And by the way, Seamus Coleman was back. I didn't think he would be back for this game because of the injury he picked up on the international duty, but he was back. So I'm glad he was back, because I did not want to see John Joe Kenny out there. So Coleman was in. And then the 2 in midfield were Alan and Abdoulaye Doucouré. And then the 3 forwards were Damari Gray, Andros Townsend, left wing, right wing, and then Richarlison played as a striker. No, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I guess the injury he had with the England national team. Again, I thought he would be better by now. I thought he would be better, but unfortunately for Calvert-Lewin, he wasn't better. So I was like a tad bit worried going into it because of how much Calvert-Lewin brings to this team and the value. But however, I wasn't in complete panic mode. I just saw it as an opportunity, like, oh, okay, just because we don't have him doesn't mean we can't beat Burnley. That's what I thought going into it, because again, let's be honest, this is Burnley are a side we should be able to beat without, 1-2 of our star players. And well, we proved that today. No Calvert-Lewin, and we win 3-1. So even though it was like a 5-2-3, especially it could be more defensive, it shifted to more of like a 3-4-3 as well. Again, with the 3 center backs. So then Lucas Dean and Seamus Coleman pushed up to play left mid and right mid, hence being left wing back, right wing back. So, they pushed up and helped the attack. And there were, again, for Everton, Rafa Benitez, brilliant today, masterclass today, made a couple of adjustments throughout the game to suit what formation he wanted to play and whatnot, because let me tell you, the first half, by the way, was dreadful. It was absolutely dreadful from Everton. I think I felt Burnley were all over us, and they were a tough side to break down, especially the first half. Again, like I said, Sean Dyche had them all organized. They were very compact in the middle, not really letting much of anything through. And they Ben Mee played an all right game today for them. I personally thought Tarkowski was whatever. Chris Wood should have scored. I'll say that for the Burnley fans out there. Chris Wood should have opened the scoring in the first 8 minutes of the game. When was it Dwight McNeil? It was McNeil or Goodman. One of them whipped in a beautiful ball, and Chris Wood couldn't make contact with the header. If he makes that contact, it's 1-0 to Burnley, but he didn't, thankfully. But yeah, Everton, they didn't really do much of anything in the first half. They really didn't. I didn't see us create that many chances as well. And the few we just, we just didn't play a very good first half. I didn't think anyone was all that great. I mean, Decore and Alana running all over the place in midfield, which was the only positive, I guess you could say. But I didn't see much of anything in the first half, to be completely honest. And I was actually pretty frustrated going into halftime. And I was hoping that Rafa could make some changes or talk to the team, tell them something. And boy, he did. Rafa, he did, because the second half starts and, again, Burnley are a bit on the front foot, it seems. And then, they win a free kick, cross is played in, it's sent right back out. But then Gudmundsson gets it. He takes a touch forward, and Gudmundsson, he whips in a beautiful cross. And then Ben Mee gets his head to it, and it's 1-0 to Burnley. And I remember, I was at the ball. I was so annoyed because Ben Mee, by the way that Ben Mee scored this header, okay, like he slipped between Yerry Mina and Chris Wood. He slipped between his own teammate and Everton teammate. Like if you watch me, he like slips in between, and he's unmarked, and he just boom heads it right past Jordan Pickford. Jordan Pickford, by the way, I thought that he was fine. I mean, he made the saves he was supposed to make today. He didn't really do anything special. I mean, he was just there making the saves he should be. So, I mean, Jordan Pickford to me had a whatever, okay, fine performance. But although there was this at one point in the game, but Burnley were offside, but Burnley got one back, making it 3-2 at the moment. And Jordan Pickford comes out to I don't know why he came out to try to punch it or clear or something. Chris Wood like knocked him a little. I don't even know if Chris Wood weren't offside or the teammate weren't offside, I don't know if they would have called that back because of that, but I don't know what Pickford was doing. So that was a little bit of a scare, but again, it was offside. So again, Pickford today was just kind of, he made the routine saves he should. So that's all I got. I'm not going to speak any more of him because that's all I got to say about him. But yeah, Ben Mee just headed it in. He made it 1-0. And I remember at the bar, I saw that go in. I was talking with some people, and as soon as I saw that go in, I literally said something like, "Oh, fuck off." I was so mad. Because it's frustrating, like something like that. And Burnley had the 1-0 lead. Goodison was quiet. And I was thinking to myself, oh, no. Because, last season at Everton, it felt, past 2 seasons, if we go down 1-0 or we go down by 1 goal, and an Everton fan said this brilliantly early, like it's a death sentence. It was honestly like a death sentence to us because we just couldn't get back in those games. But today, we completely did a full 180. We completely flipped it around. And let me tell you, we started stringing a couple of sets of passes together. We started attacking more. We started passing more like a team. We were getting forward. It was getting a lot more exciting. And then Andros Townsend, my man of the match, by the way, Andros Townsend, he gets the ball, cuts it to his left boot, crosses it in. And by the way, it is awful defending by Burnley. It is horrific defending by Burnley because Michael Keane was so open in the box, and he jumps up. He literally has a free header, Michael Keane. And Michael Keane heads the ball in the back of the net, making it 1-1. Michael Keane, by the way, is again, if you've forgotten, former Burnley player. So a former Burnley player making it 1-1. He's all like, yeah, celebrates. And Goodison erupted. The crowd got back in it. We got the noise. We were pushing our players forward. Our players felt the energy. They were surging forward. And oh, what a moment, And again, perfect header by Michael Keane. I mean, Townsend put it on an absolute platter for him, and he just headed it home. Nick Pope didn't even move. Goalkeeper for Burnley, Nick Pope, did not even move. No chance. Absolutely no chance of saving that. And honestly, I thought Michael Keane was arguably our best defender today. I thought Michael Keane actually played quite well. I thought he played quite well. I thought Ben Godfrey actually was kind of today, but then again, he's getting back into the motions of it. And then Ben Godfrey, shortly after the Michael Keane goal, Ben Godfrey actually got subbed off. Andre Gomez came on to take his place. So, removing 1 defender. Now we only have 4 defenders and then an extra midfielder in there, to change tactics a bit, change the formation a bit, and start to continue to push forward, looking for the game-winning goal at that point. And then, then it came, and it was Andros Townsend again. It was that man again. By the way, Andros Townsend, the reason why he's my man of the match is because he was involved in every single goal today. every single goal he was involved in. I mean, we got him on a free from Crystal Palace like that. That is unbelievable. I cannot oh my gosh. Anyway, so Townsend, he's on the ball. We play it to him. He turns, he dribbles, he's dribbling. And I remember he had a window of open space. And when he was dribbling the ball, I was jumping up and down going, shoot it. And Andros Townsend unleashes this beautiful 22, 21 yard, 20-yard shot outside the box. And he perfectly curls it in the top left-hand corner. Nick Pope dives at full stretch. And by the way, Nick Pope is a very big goalkeeper. He's tall. He's lanky. No chance. Nick Pope didn't get anywhere near the ball. There was nothing he could do. And Townsend hits one of the goal. That should be Andros Townsend goal better be up for Premier League goal of the week. And it better be up for Premier League goal of the month, because it was an absolute belter of a goal. It was so beautiful to watch go in, and I was going crazy. At the pub, the Everton fans, we were going nuts. It was awesome. It was so fantastic, and it was such a relief. As soon as that ball hit the back of the net, by the way, I thought in my head, we're winning this, and as Everton fans, usually we need a 3-goal lead to be comfortable, usually 2, but that Townsend, goal, when he went in, I thought, yeah, no, that we're winning this. We're going to pull away with this. We're going to hold on to this lead. Now, obviously, were there a couple scary moments? Yeah. A little doubts, oh, maybe just a tad, but no, overall, I thought we done it. We have completed the comeback and we have done it, and Townsend if you haven't seen the goal, you need to look up this goal right now after this video, because it was just a beauty, an absolute beauty of a goal. I'm going to be watching it for the next week, I swear. And then a couple minutes later, so we make it 2-1. And then a couple minutes later, Demarai Gray. And, this boy is just brilliant. Demarai Gray. I am so happy we signed him from Bayer Leverkusen. He has been an instant impact. He's been involved in, I would have to assume, the majority of our goals this season. I really do. He's amazing, and I love watching him play. His ball control is great. When he's dribbling, he drives at defenders. He's couldn't be happier. I could not be happier for an Everton player. And I think Demarai Gray is the Everton player currently that I am the most overjoyed with. More than Richarlison, more than Calvert-Lewin, more than Townsend, more than Doucouré. For me, it's Demarai Gray. And, the third goal we scored on the move, Townsend gets the ball. He either wins it back or someone wins it back. Townsend gets on it. He dribbles, takes a look up, passes it to Doucouré. And by the way, Abdoulaye Doucouré was unbelievable today. He had unbelievable today, Abdoulaye Doucouré. He assisted on Townsend's screamer, and then he assisted on Demarai Gray. Doucouré literally plays this ball from behind the halfway line, and he just fizzes it in towards the middle, and it meets Demarai. He sees Demarai Gray making a run through the middle, and Burnley is wide open, by the way, because they're trying to push for an equalizer, of course. And Doucouré just plays this beautiful ball to Demarai Gray. The pass could not have been more perfect. Literally could not have been more perfect if you tried. And then Demarai Gray gets on it, takes 2 touches forward, 1-on-1 with Nick Pope, and he just slots it past him. Yeah, Demarai Gray's not missing from there. No way. He's not missing a 1-on-1 chance from there. And Everton go up 3-1. And then literally a minute or two later, Abdoulaye Doucouré scored and made it 4-1, but he was offside. He was flagged offside, unfortunately. But that pretty much tore Goodison. The roof came off. The house, it was going crazy. Goodison was in absolute crazy mode. They were going insane. But unfortunately, Decore's goal was ruled offside, so it was only 3-1. But that's what we like to see from Decore, getting his assists. He's more of a box-to-box midfielder now, getting shots in, scoring goals. It's great. And then Townsend, by the way, had another go from distance, and he almost scored again. But Nick Pope, this time around, pulled off a really fantastic save. But Townsend almost got another one. And then it was just free flow and attacking football from Everton. I thought Andre Gomez, by the way, Andre Gomez for me had some really good moments when he came on. And then he had some moments where you're like, what the fuck was that, dude? Like, you know what I mean? Like, really good moments. He had some really good passes in the midfield. And then he had some moments where like he took a shot at just screwed wide. And then he had other moments where you're just like, yeah, this is why you're on the bench. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Andre, this is why you're not starting. You're coming off the bench. But overall, I guess, he was fine. Salomon Rondon made his debut. He came on for Richarlison. He worked very, very hard today. He got fouled a lot, but unfortunately, Richarlison didn't really do too much today. I mean, he had a little clever flick to Coleman, but, it was offside, so it didn't count for anything. But Richarlison didn't look happy to be coming off. I think he felt he still could have scored, which I like to see. But Rondon, come on, he did whatever. And then Alex Iwobi came on for Damari Gray. But Iwobi only came on for like 5 minutes. So, he just ran around. He didn't do much of anything. So, there's that. But yeah, I mean, what a day. What a day. And, just Everton attacking in those 10 minutes and continuing on when we got those goals, even though one was flagged for offside. Like, that's the Everton we love to see. That's the Everton I know we can be. And that's the Everton that I think that as Evertonian fans know, if we continue to play like that in the second half, not the crappy first half, if we can continue to play like that in the second half against any Premier League side, no matter how good, we're going to put up a fight. That's putting up a fight for a European place. And I'm not saying we're going to get a European spot this season. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is if we can continue to play like that in the second half, the way we did, the creativity, the confidence, the shots, the scoring, then you know what? We're going to put up a really, really good fight, at least, to try to make it. And that, as Evertonians, that's all we can ask for. But yeah, my man of the match, Andros Townsend, assisted on Michael Keane's goal, scored a beautiful goal himself, and then had the pre-assist to Damari Gray's goal. So that's why he's the man of the match for me. Decore would come in second for his 2 assists. I mean, Decore was just unbelievable. Again, Alan did well, and I just, hopefully this team can continue on. And, we're playing Aston Villa at their home ground this upcoming Saturday, which is going to be a difficult match. Villa's a much better team than Burnley. They definitely got better quality, better players, and it's an away game, which is always, difficult. So we'll see what happens then. But today, Everton fans everywhere, people everywhere, we're just going to enjoy the win. Again, if you haven't seen the game or if you haven't seen the highlights, go check it out right now. You will not be disappointed. Up the Toffees, up the Blues. I love Everton. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are enjoying this channel, please leave a like. It only takes a second. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really means the world to me. And please continue to spread the news about the JP Football Podcast, especially if you like it. Please spread the news, subscribe, turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss a video. And again, if you want me to talk about other players, other certain teams, just leave it in the comments below and I will be more than happy to do that. And speaking of other teams real quick, Roma, the team that Jose Mourinho now manages. Yeah. Roma, they won today 2-1. El Shaarawy scored in like the 91st minute and Mourinho ran down the sideline like a madman. Brilliant celebration. Love that, man. Anyway, though, guys, thank you again for joining me on another episode of the JP Football Podcast. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, up the Toffees.